This is exactly what I was hoping Panty and Stocking would do. This animation style is just so wacky, and it really reminds me of like the 1970s, early 80s. This animation was just something that was really hard for me to take in when I was younger. I was born in the 90s, so this animation wasn't as prevalent as it was probably in the 80s or 70s. But yeah, I was exposed to some of this animation when I was younger, but not a lot. When you were watching the older TV shows like Dave the Barbarian. I don't even remember the names, honestly. But here we have Panty and Stocking. This is the craziness. This is the wackiness. They have parody on their side. They literally can parody any show or any timeline or any animation, and they can get away with it. They can literally get away with it because Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt, the new, this is new. They have the wackiness. They have the craziness. They have the ability to just go all out and do whatever they want. That's what they're known for. Gynex, when it first came out 15 years ago or so, they just did the most bizarre shit that we've ever seen in our lives. And this is the bizarre shit that I remember. This is, I was getting, I was just feeling, I was getting goosebumps, and I was cringing. I was having like, I don't know, man. I was like, ugh. But at the same time, I just kept watching, and I ended up enjoying it. I ended up realizing that this is exactly what they need to do. This is exactly, what they need to push. This is the craziness that we needed from this show. This is, this was just pure, funky, crazy, and beautiful. This was just an accumulation of just them being like, fuck it, who cares? Let's just do what we want to do. They just try to make people, go, what the fuck what did I just watch? That's what they need to do, is they need to keep pushing stuff like this and make people be like, what am I watching? What the hell is this? And then they'll make other people be like, oh, I want to watch that. I want to see some more craziness. I want to see what else they're going to do. Because now I'm curious about how the other episodes are going to turn out. Because like the previous episodes, the last episodes, they weren't really that great. Let's be honest, guys. They weren't really that great. It wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining. There was a clip of, Van Diesel and the thing, which was nice. They were shifting a little bit. But it wasn't it, guys. It really wasn't it. It was just more rehash of the same old Panty and Stocking, when it first came out 15 years ago, 2010, I believe. But now this is what I am excited for. This is what I've been hoping for. This weirdness, this wackiness, the storyline that goes with it. Obviously they, parodied certain heroes like the Silver Surfer, the Hulk, or the Thing, and so it just really brought back old memories that are probably deep in my subconscious, and which there's shows that I don't even remember. I really don't remember the shows, like, but I just remember like how the animation style was, So yeah, guys, this was just truly wacky. This was just truly, like, I don't know, man. It just makes you go, I don't know what the fuck to think. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what to say about it, because it's just so wacky. It's just so out there. It's just so well done. It put the point across that, you're gonna be like, what? This is exactly the reaction that you want. This is exactly what you want. You want the reaction of, what the hell did I just watch? What is this? This is like the fact that it's got me like just, brain. I just feel like I have a huge brain fart, because this is how intense the craziness was. This is how confused I am about this. Like, all I gotta say is bravo to whoever thought this was a good idea, because this was just brilliant. They just, Panty and Stocking is back. And I hope it keeps up this momentum. Honestly, this was just great. Fantastic.